welcome to On the Spot Theater Company's virtual production of a new comedy, Double Date, by Mike Braindick, directed by Pat Henderson. Double Date is set in contemporary Chicago in Lincoln Square, where Denise Arnold lives with her former love interest and girlfriend, but still best friend, Avery James, a bartender and musicologist. When Denise, a high school science teacher, tries a dating app and meets David Joyce, public relations writer, she decides that the only way to be really sure this time is to do a controlled experiment of sorts. She enlists Avery as her support, while Denise, now both as Denny, and her own cousin Miri, starts an adventure in dating that will lead to a new perspective for all involved. The parts of Denise and her cousin Miri are both played by Emma Braindick, Avery James by Mackenzie Lee Taylor, and David Joyce by Connor Kendall. This production read through is being done as a kind of radio play, with the advantage of you being able to see online the faces of the performers as they read their parts. These notes and the stage directions are being read by myself, Eric Monzel. Enjoy the show. Scene 1. David and Denny, each in their own apartments, setting up their Bumble dating accounts.
Interests.
Preferences?
Hobbies. So what should I say about myself?
I have to try something, don't I?
I have to do something different, better this time, right?
Well, I guess I like
I'm certain I like burgers
burgers
and...
and fries.
Scene 2. Denny and David meet on their first date in a cafe.
Hi, are you Denise?
And you must be David. You look just like your picture.
Do I? Is that a good thing?
Well, not bad, not bad. I picked you as someone I wanted to meet, didn't I?
Yeah, I guess you did. You are a lot more attractive than your photo.
Oh, think so?
Well, a picture doesn't always show the real person.
How do I know that you're the real you?
Oh, well, that is a question I ask myself often.
Fair enough.
So, what would you like to do?
Do?
Yeah, is there somewhere you want to go?
Your place or mine.
No, I didn't mean that at all.
Sorry, I just had to be sure. Some guys are in a hurry.
Well, not me.
No?
No, better to get to know someone first, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And the truth is, I haven't really done this like Bumble thing before. I was a little nervous.
And now that you've met me?
I'm even more nervous. I read that you're a scientist.
Well, they don't give the Nobel Prize for teaching high school biology, but it pays my rent. And you do PR marketing for a software company? Any good at it?
On paper, I am fantastic. It's a little communications major humor.
Yeah, very amusing. There's one thing though, I'm bi.
Yeah, I saw that on your profile.
And you really don't care?
Did it make any difference?
No, it shouldn't, as long as you're just dating me for me.
I don't see anyone else here.
No, neither do I. So, okay if we just drink our coffee and don't go anywhere else?
Sure, but I'm drinking tea. A new brand of Rooibos mint chocolate chip. Want some?
I would, but I only drink coffee. Black, no milk or sugar. It is a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, I think so too.
Scene 3. Denny and Avery in their apartment.
Well, how'd it go?
As if you really care, Avery.
True. Hearing about your love life is normally profoundly boring or wretchedly traumatic. So I guess I don't need to hear.
Thanks for your sensitivity, but I liked him.
Ugh, that's what you always say. And then it ends up in catastrophe.
This time was different.
Different,
It was refreshingly awkward and unassuming.
Quite the endorsement.
And I really, really want to make sure he's the right one.
Good idea, but how?
I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about it.
What if you just let nature take its course?
Nature is rather fickle and cruel.
Does it have to be?
You tell me.
I am a musicologist, not a psychologist.
Yeah, but you're also a bartender. You spend hours talking to strangers.
Yeah, but I still haven't had a date since, since the last time I dated you.
You're saying that's my fault? I agreed to room with you anyway. Right.
Only because you needed help paying the rent. Plus, you don't like to cook or clean, and you get to listen to all my records.
Yes, a definite perk, even without any Taylor Swift.
Ugh, I don't have time for one of your guilt trips. I have to work a double.
I'll keep you posted.
Might as well, since I don't have time for Netflix either. Until next episode, then.
You are a dear. The sister I never had.
More like the one abandoned on a family trip to Disneyland.
Scene 4, Denny and David back at the cafe.
Not as nice a day today, I'm afraid.
Well, we can't control the weather. There's always an aspect of unpredictability.
Oh, it's hard to be sure about a lot of things.
A logical supposition. Yes, depends on the number of variables. Are you hot?
I beg your pardon?
It's a bit warm in here.
Still have the heat on. Probably didn't read the weather report.
No, thanks. Cold drinks upset the stomach. I guess you weren't paying attention in biology.
No, not really. I got a C in chemistry too. We had to memorize the periodic table. Couldn't even make it past aluminum. Well, I hope you don't do that to your poor students.
Why do you think they're poor?
No, I didn't mean in economic terms.
Oh, I know what you meant. That taking science is a kind of torture and I should be kind to them.
Well, do you have a specialty area?
Evolution, which doesn't necessarily mean progress. Who's to say the Neanderthals weren't a better class of folks before us Homo sapiens wiped them out, that is.
I never thought of it that way.
What do you think then?
About Neanderthals?
No, about the reason that we met today. This is officially our second date, right?
Right, but
But now that you've seen me again, you don't want to go through with it.
with what?
Nothing. Just spending more time with me. Because if you already know you don't like me.
Well, and what if I really did like you? You know, if you gave me a chance to, that is.
Oh, I see. Hypothetically. In theory. Because in all probability, if we keep dating, you're going to say things I don't want to hear.
Has that happened to you that often in the past?
Oh, it charted on a bell curve. But hey, do I seem that down on my luck?
No. I mean, no. You seem to be in a world of what might or might not be.
It's just sometimes theory is better. You can try things out and no one gets hurt. I think we need a control.
A what?
Another sample to see if the main experiment results vary us. So what if I agreed to keep dating you, but only if you date someone else as well, and we'll see how it works out. We don't want it just to be about pheromones, do we? I mean, that should come later.
I guess so.
No guessing. We need to test it first.
I have test anxiety. But then you are unlike any other person I've met before.
Am I?
Yes, rather unique. And if it's the only way you will go out with me, well, why the heck not? Should we shake on it? A kiss might be premature.
Yes, it would be, as a matter of fact. But I have to go now. I will message you some basic parameters of ground rules.
Sort of like a prenuptial agreement before we ever officially go out. But what about our date today?
I think we just had it.
So in all probability, it seems it was a success.
Scene 5, back at Avery and Denny's apartment.
Oh, come on, Avery, please.
Denny, you are asking an awful lot.
Not that much, really. Just be an innocent bystander.
More like collateral damage. I told you I would think about it.
And I really, really appreciate it. Oh, When Cassie broke up with me the day I thought she was proposing, you told me that she was an idiot and I should be glad. And when Dante said he was going back to his wife and family in Italy, you said I was lucky again because I don't like Italian food that much anyway and I'm not an adventurous eater.
So you want me to be honest now too then? I think this is an absolutely stupid idea. For you to be two different people to prove to David that he's the one? For you, really? There are no guarantees, and you of all people should know that. Is that clear enough?
Barely.
Do I need to say it again?
No, that's okay. But I have to do it anyway.
Ah, for God's sakes, why?
Because nothing else is working. Because I'm desperate. The dating I've already done is the research. I just need to test my hypothesis, and then I can confirm with high probability my prediction that he and I will, well, live happily ever after. It's the best way.
I guess someone has to make sure you don't go completely off the rails.
Is that a yes then? Because I don't really have a well-formulated backup plan yet.
Wait a minute. You just said it was the best way.
The only way that I could think of, otherwise I was bound to crash and burn. At least now I'll have you along for the ride.
Yeah, great.
You said that when you were a long-distance truck driver, it was better to have someone sitting beside you.
Yeah, but I usually meant my friend Marty, who liked to listen to Gregorian choral chants and never ate too much of the pizza.
Sounds like a marriage made in heaven.
Well, some girls prefer a collie, but they can't take over the wheel. Anyway, I changed jobs because it kept me away too long from the city and my friends and you.
Your friends. I should be touched.
I think you are, actually.
Could you help me into this, please? And maybe make some pancakes for later?
Anything you want.
Scene 6. David receives the ground rules for dating other people.
Welcome to our objective dating matrix system. 1, you are not allowed to talk with the other person about the other person. Okay. 2, you are not to sleep with either person until the experiment is over. 3, you are not allowed to text or call the second other person when you are talking with the first other person or vice versa. Okay. 4, you must be entirely objective about your feelings about each person, if any. 5, this agreement does not entitle you to any future contact in any way if you break any of the rules or if, once the experiment is completed, either party decides to part ways. 6, you acknowledge that you have entered this agreement freely and are of sound mind. That I very much doubt, but except there. I've done it.
Scene 7. David meets Denny, who is acting as Miri at the cafe.
Hi, Miri.
Yes. David?
Uh-huh. I appreciate you meeting me.
Why? Did you think I wouldn't come? Because if you're not sure about this yourself.
No, I am.
Though I am curious why you used Bumble to meet Denny instead of one of those sites where you get to swipe right first.
I don't know. Guess I'm not good at making choices. Are you?
When I have to be, yeah.
So, where would you like to go then?
Wherever you want.
Really? I thought you liked to decide.
I feel like being old-fashioned. Unless there's too much pressure on you.
No. I suppose I have to be more assertive? Maybe? Wow, you are different from Denise.
I certainly try to be my own girl.
No, you are a bit like her, too.
She is my cousin. Well, twice removed, technically. Our families were never very close, a bit of a falling out. But there is a slight resemblance.
No, but I meant in inner spirit, maybe. Physically, maybe not so much.
No?
Clearly, you are taller.
Am I? Yes, true.
And definitely thinner.
Oh, I think I may have added a few pounds lately, but
And you don't mind all this? Dating me when I'm also seeing someone else?
lots of guys double date. And they don't always tell the other girls either.
I don't think that is what that usually means, but I've read about these new kinds of arrangements, polyamorous, and I just want you to know that that is not what I am looking for.
Neither am I. I would almost feel, well, split in two.
Would you? Why?
Oh, to try to love two people at once, completely. There's only so much love to go around. Anyway, it's not like we are going to sleep together, right?
No. You think like never? No, no. Not at the moment. Not unless the rules change.
Yeah, we would have to cross that bridge when we come to it.
How? Have a group meeting with you, me, and your cousin?
For some reason, I don't think that would be that practical, actually.
I suppose not, but still feels like one of those cooking shows where there's only one person left while the loser bitterly complains that there was plenty of salt in his risole and he should have won. But if two people are meant to be together, they don't usually have to like test their perceptions or whatever. Do they?
Maybe not. Yeah.
But your cousin, she says people experiment all the time.
Oh, they do. That's why my dad could never think straight when he got older, all that experimenting in the 60s.
Why? Have you done it then?
No, well, like this, my first time. Guess I better be careful then, huh?
But if falling in love is so dangerous, why do people do it at all?
To remember they're alive, I suppose.
Why did they forget? You're not a scientist too, are you?
No, a travel agent.
Oh, that means that you get to go to lots of places.
Sometimes, yeah. But right now, you make the arrangements, and I'm in your hands completely, my lord. Just don't get any ideas, okay?
Well, I thought we could go swing dancing.
Dancing! Oh, well, if that's what you really want to do.
Why? You don't like to dance?
No, actually, I do. You just surprised me a bit. Guys don't usually often like to, so I don't expect it. But I couldn't do that tonight. No, not with what I'm wearing. But next time, maybe. Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. Would you like to go for Indian food then?
Indian. Sure. Okay. Why not?
Scene 8. David goes to a bar, which, of all the luck, is the bar where Avery works.
Oh, this place is nearly dead.
The way I like it. Gives me time to study an old music score now and then. Mozart's Requiem. He never finished it. Nothing like a good funeral march to cheer a girl up.
Sorry, I'll leave you to your eternal rest then, shall I?
No, it's a nice change of pace. Talk to somebody who's actually there. You are actually there, aren't you?
Far as I can tell. How much did you drink?
For me, not that much. I am working.
But you also spend a lot of time talking to phantoms?
You'd be surprised. That's why a lot of people come to a bar. To deal with their demons, musical or otherwise.
Do they? Well, I just came to drink. Not that I drink that much.
Then why now? It's a girl. Or a guy.
No. Yeah, I mean, a girl. We had this fantastic first date, but then she set all these preconditions for us to go out again.
Yeah, I dated this woman once. That also went great. She said that meant that's why it's clearly we weren't right for each other.
Why the heck did she do that?
At the time, I thought maybe she was lying when she said she liked me in the first place. But now I think she was just afraid
Of what?
that I might be right for her after all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe that's the problem I'm having too. Though I thought it was guys who are afraid to commit.
I don't know. Maybe girls are wising up.
Or maybe they were always like guys, but were afraid to act on those feelings. So now they are not scared to say they are afraid of committing.
No. I think they are now scared to commit, so they hide it just like men tend to do, but just probably better in more subtle ways.
Subtle ways. Yeah, I suppose.
Why suppose?
Oh, you see, this girl, I mean, this woman, she wants me to date other women to be sure I am right for her.
Really? Must be part of a new trend. Maybe girls have always been like guys.
I just don't know how to make her happy.
You probably should be trying to make yourself happy first.
Isn't that just being selfish? So I've been told. At least in bed, that doesn't necessarily work so good.
Hey, I really don't want to hear about your love life.
Oh, nor me about yours.
Somehow I don't think that you drink any more than you've dated.
You're right. Maybe see you again in this sanctuary of morbidity. There should be enough on that.
Sure thing, Dave.
David. Yeah, and you are?
Frankie. It didn't go through. But you could just pay next time.
Oh, fair enough. Guess I am a bit broke lately.
All that dating. Yeah. Almost makes me jealous.
Not sure why you would be, but so long, Frankie.
So long, pal.
Scene 9. Avery is teaching Denny to dance, and the lesson becomes a bit too awkward.
Ready? Step, step, step. Right foot, right foot. No, the other right foot. Yes, now turn out. That way. Now spin. No, wrong way. Spin. Let's just stop for a second, okay?
Okay, but you have to focus if I am going to get anywhere.
In a week, I'll have you ready with Dancing with the
What
Stars.
celebrity would I be?
I don't know. You could try being yourself.
Yeah, always best, right?
All right. So, how
With
did it
Mary
go?
or with me?
Whichever you prefer.
David and Miri went for Indian food.
Oh, you don't sound too happy about it.
His profile says he prefers basic American cuisine, you know, burgers and fries.
Oh, so you're saying he lied on his profile?
Yeah. Can you believe it when I am being so upfront about everything?
Maybe he just wanted to taste something different. Maybe he changes what he wants depending on who he's
Not
with.
sure I can date him if he's going to pretend to be someone else just to make me happy.
God forbid. Which one of you will stop dating him then?
I don't know, me or her, maybe both of us.
Maybe you two should just fight it out.
Yeah, you could referee.
Feels like I already am. But how did the rest of the day go?
Oh, he was so sweet. I could hardly believe it.
Another credibility
Just
issue.
an expression. Anyway, I'm thinking of telling him I'll be away a bit. More time for dance lessons.
So no worries what might happen while you're gone?
But I'll still be here.
You know, an old expression.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
No. When the cat's away, the mice will play.
Am I the mouse then? Or the cat?
You tell me. Let's just start with the basic swing again, okay?
I'm not sure if I can do this.
I think you don't like dancing with me. That's all.
Why does everything have to be about you?
Sorry. I'll be better.
Please do. Focus, will you?
Scene 10. David and Denny on a park bench in a loud park.
Nobody ever comes to this park. I guess because it's right in the middle of the entry ramp to the expressway.
Yes, very secluded.
What did you say?
I said this is nice here. So, when can I see you again?
We have a schedule. You should put it in your phone.
I will, but I thought it would just be easier to ask you because we could get something to eat other than burgers and fries this time, if you like.
There's not a lot of other foods I do like. They always look different from the picture and the menu, and you never know if the way they make it is healthy or safe.
Oh, never mind then. We could go somewhere quieter tomorrow, like the airport or a train station.
Are you that anxious to see me again?
You know I am. I just, well, you know.
What?
I am busier than I expected to be, and I'm trying to save energy for the girl I like best.
You know the rules. We are not going to talk about what you feel about me in relation to anyone else. I need you to keep an open mind. Otherwise, the experiment will be skewed.
I guess so, but
No guessing about it. We have to gather data first and then come to a firm conclusion with a high percentage of likelihood.
I think the problem is you trying to measure up to something you are not even seeing, even though you're the one that put it there in the first place.
No, I'm just trying to make sure that you're not just saying what you think I want to hear.
But isn't that part of being in a relationship? Learning what the other person wants so you can meet them halfway and be supportive?
As long as you're not being a lying, conniving hypocrite, a yes man, so the girl says yes to anything you might want.
Wow. Do you really think I'm that kind of person?
Well, no, not mostly. There are always two sides to every Mobius strip. I have to know whether or not you'd run off with the first pretty girl who comes your way.
But you are pretty, so.
But that's beside the point. If you only like me because I'm pretty, how do I know you won't like others for the same reason? How do I know I mean more to you than anyone else?
Are we having a fight? Because in a normal relationship, there will be fights, but in this one, I kind of feel like I'm running headlong into a storm and I have no idea what to do.
Man up, will you?
I thought you wanted me to be more sensitive too. So.
Yes, man up and be more sensitive, okay?
Sure, whatever you want.
And stop saying things like that. Stop being so obsequious, so meek, so accommodating.
You make me sound like a bed and breakfast.
At the rate you're going, you're not getting neither, Buster. Let's just stick to the protocol, okay?
But you said I should be more decisive, so I was just... Never mind. Can I at least ask when I can see you again?
Well, I have to go on a school field trip for a couple of days to the Milwaukee Natural History Museum. But it'll give you a chance to see if you miss me.
I don't even want you to go.
Good. That's a start.
Scene 11. Denny is studying her data on dating as Avery enters the apartment.
You are starting to remind me of Eddie Murphy and the Nutty Professor combined with Dustin Hoffman and Tootsie.
I am not a version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Thank you very much. Nor am I fat. Nor am I turning myself from a man into a woman. Just a different woman from the one I was. Maybe a much better one.
How do you know that?
Well, yesterday, I was so nervous at first. And then I had such a rush of freedom. I thought I would faint from the excitement, like I could be whoever or whatever I wanted to be.
Didn't I tell you that in the first place?
Yeah, but this is different. I think he's starting to like me more.
Which you?
The new me, the second me. It's great he likes one of me, isn't it?
That means you like him too? Or does just one of you like him?
I don't kiss and tell.
Only because you put no kissing in the rules. Otherwise, I imagine given how infatuated you seem to be with him already. I mean, what kind of guy would date two cousins at the same time to make one of them happy?
A nice guy. Anyway, if he wanted me, he had to go through with it. It's all for the good of science.
This has nothing to do with science.
That's what a lot of people said about global warming, and now everything is melting.
I think your brain is melting.
No, he's falling in love with me.
Again. Which you?
Does it matter if they're both me?
But he doesn't know that.
Exactly. I get to try out being someone else.
But what kind of relationship is it going to be if you can't just be yourself?
I am being myself, only more so.
I think you're crazy.
Nice of you to say, especially when all this was your idea.
What are you talking about?
When we were dating, remember? You said, can't you just be someone else for a second?
I never said that.
You did. You said I never changed, so I decided to be more flexible.
You could just take a yoga class.
Yoga. Not a bad idea. He already thinks I'm doing personal training.
You?
Yeah,
You are crazy.
like a fox.
No, like a complete lunatic. Like a split personality. Like, I don't even think I like you this way.
Which me?
Either. Both. None of the above. Take your pick.
Doesn't matter. Your vote doesn't count. Why are you still here anyway?
Been asking myself the same question.
See you tomorrow?
Which one will I see?
Either. Both. None of the above.
Great. See you all then.
Scene 12, David and Miri walking outside.
Can I have some more water, please?
You don't mind that it's ice water?
I mean, I'm just really thirsty all of a sudden, and oh, that's so much better.
It is so quiet here tonight. Is that okay?
Sure. Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. And the food was good too.
It's growing on me, literally. I think I put on a few pounds before we even got to dessert. But that chicken and spicy pumpkin dish was fantastic.
Really? And you'd never had Guatemalan food before?
No, never.
You amaze me. Yeah, you seem so ready and open to experience the world.
You think so? Well, I am a travel agent.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone to half these places if it wasn't for you.
Trying to impress me or something?
Maybe.
Not sure I'm all that interesting. You haven't even kissed me.
No, well, I wasn't sure I should.
Oh, why not? Besides the rules, I mean.
Well, how do I know when? Or if you want me to. I didn't want to scare you away.
Sounds like more excuses because you just don't feel that way about me.
Oh, I do. I really do. I mean, the first time I saw you, I felt it.
What?
A connection. And not just a physical one, that this might be something special.
Did you? Really? And you didn't feel that with, my cousin?
That's the thing. I mean, I wanted to kiss her too, but...
Then why didn't you kiss her then either? Oh. Oh, God. No.
What?
You're not married, are you?
No?
Fiancé in another country?
You seem really odd all of a sudden.
Do I? Sorry, I guess I just need some time to think.
Sorry, I didn't realize that by not kissing you, I was not giving you enough space.
David, sometimes you're just too smart.
Not sure your cousin thinks so. You prefer I just be another pretty face?
Sometimes, yeah. Good night.
Didn't even know I had a pretty face.
Scene 13, David goes back to the bar to talk to Avery.
So, you're back.
And you are still here. Don't you ever go home?
Well, I do work here. What's wrong? Did she break up with you?
No, it's just, I'm not sure who I'm supposed to love.
Ah, the eternal dilemma. Too many women in your life?
Only two.
Sorry to hear that you're suffering from a plethora of relationships.
Yeah, well, I guess some guys are just born to be miserable.
Can't decide which one, huh?
do I go with my gut or do I go with my heart?
Well, aren't they the same thing?
Well, in this case, I care about them both, but
So then you can't just go on that way. You're not married to either one, right? So it's not like you're committing adultery.
I'm not really committing anything, as a matter of fact.
Well, if the relationships are platonic, then what's the problem?
Maybe I don't want them to be.
Okay, let's try a different tack then. Which one are you attracted to more?
Both of them, but in different ways. The first one, I feel like she could use some tenderness.
Because she's touchingly needy?
Yeah, yeah. How did you know? And the second one is more ready for passion.
I see. Maybe you are not attracting the kind of woman that you really want. I mean, someone you can be both passionate and tender about. Could I see your Bumble profile?
If you think it will help, sure.
Where it says interests, how about adding you like graphic novels?
But I don't read them.
You could start. Look, you told me you were going to more ethnic restaurants because of this second new girlfriend and that she really likes Indian food.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah. Yep. I'm sure you did.
Okay, so I put down graphic novels.
And anime films like Miyazaki. You must have seen some of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kiki's Delivery Service, but what girl wants a guy who loves that film?
You'd be surprised. Then, okay, you can add a line that you're in marketing, right? So how about you like different kinds of food?
Well, I'm not so good at marketing myself, but how about enjoys romantic dinners in exotic diners that exude the aura of another world?
Nice music alliteration. Like Beethoven on marimbas.
Isn't it a bit dishonest?
I don't think so. Anyway, your words, not mine. Okay, should be good for now.
Scene 14, Denny and Avery's apartment.
Ugh. Davis and Tom's.
I don't think you can go on like this. Don't you see how much damage you're doing?
To my stomach?
To David.
How would you know? You've never even met him.
No, but I would if you wanted me to.
Anyway, he agreed to the whole thing.
No, yeah, but he had no idea what he was getting into.
He's an adult, responsible for himself.
And who are you responsible for? Denise or Miri?
Miri started as a construct of my imagination. Yeah, but now she has a mind of her own.
Yeah, and she's affecting other people in a really real way.
What other people besides David?
You? I mean, you? I don't really even know who you are anymore.
Whoever really knows themselves completely. This is just a way for me to see myself from a new angle.
More likely a way to break yourself into a million pieces that will go back together.
I am no Humpty Dumpty, and you are not all the king's men.
But you are straddling two sides of one wall.
But I still know who I am, even more so, now that there's been, well, two of me.
Okay. Tell me. Which side of yourself do you identify with more? Which do you like better?
Different questions, isn't it?
Just answer one of them, would you please?
Well, Miri is growing on me, but I'm kind of fond of Denise.
But you are Denise. You're not Miri.
Try telling Miri that. She'll deny it at the very end.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Scene 15, David and Miri coming out of a museum into a park.
I'm sorry if you didn't like the exhibit.
Oh, but I did.
Stieglitz's photos of his wife, Georgia O'Keeffe, are not for everyone.
Yeah, but he didn't romanticize. It was just her. He must have really loved her.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
And she let herself be photographed like that, not hiding anything. Not everyone has that courage, you know? She must have really loved him too.
You think?
David, listen, I have something
What?
Nothing. What would you like to do now?
Oh, we could get some tea and watch the sunset.
Oh, you won't be bored?
No. Would you?
Well, it is supposed to be cloudy still later, but...
Yeah, but I've got a feeling that it'll be clearing soon.
Okay, why not? Let's go, you never know.
Yeah, you never do. See? See, I told you so.
What?
Nothing. For a moment there, you just reminded me of someone. That's all.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
No. No, not at all.
Scene 16, Avery and Denny's apartment as Denny changes back into herself.
Let me see if I understand. You're upset because Miri was willing to take a chance on a sunset, but you wouldn't have bothered, and that makes you a pessimist and Miri an optimist?
Uh-huh. And I think Miri bounces back faster from disappointment. Is that strange?
No. It's interesting. Didn't you want her to be different from you?
Yes, but sometimes she's so unlike me, I don't even know where she's coming from.
Must be from somewhere inside you.
That's just it. What else am I hiding deep inside me?
Must be nice to find out.
What if I don't like what I find there?
Sorry. For a moment, I forgot. You're a pessimist. Do you think Miri would like what she might find in you?
I'm not sure. Truth is, she scares me. She nearly blew my cover, and I don't know exactly what she's going to do next.
You're really afraid of her?
I think so, yeah.
Then Denny, you should end this now.
I don't think I can.
Because Miri won't let you?
No, because of me. If David likes her more, maybe it's time Miri learned a lesson.
What are you going to do, Denise? Tell me.
Let's just say Miri better watch her back.
That's it, dude. I definitely think it's time to pull the plug. I'm worried about you.
How sweet. At least I think Miri would think that's sweet.
But you?
I think you're starting to drag Denise backwards.
That's just fine then. I don't think you or Miri needs me anymore. After all, you have each other and David besides.
Scene 17, once again, David is drawn to Avery's bar.
Hey, slow down. I didn't even get started yet.
That's okay, I can drink enough for two.
What's wrong?
What do you do when you're not needed anymore?
Oh, your girlfriend broke up with you?
I told you I don't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend at the moment either.
Oh, I see. Didn't know you like guys too.
I do. Anyway, how can someone break up with you when you're not even dating them in the first place?
Maybe it means you are supposed to be dating them.
You think? No, then we would just be likely to break up anyway.
Hey, you are usually much more optimistic.
Am I? Maybe I should have been dating you.
Would that work better if I was a woman?
Oh, wow. Are you thinking of becoming? I mean, if that's who you are.
No. I mean, I'm just wondering, do you have a preference?
Truth is, I don't. I think I just want someone who is right for me, like anyone else.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think so too.
Feel better now?
Strangely, I do.
Scene 18, David and Denny picnic near the airport and watch the planes take off.
You like the airport, huh?
Yeah,
But you don't like to fly.
seeing all these people rushing to get places just makes me glad to be where I am. Do you understand?
Mostly. Yeah.
Those cheese sandwiches were okay then?
Oh, I love them. Do you have any more?
No, you ate all three.
Sorry.
I'm glad you like my cooking. I don't really cook.
That's okay. I'm not really that into food anyway.
No?
There are more important things. Just sitting here in the sun is nice.
We could sit in a different part of the parking lot. Like over there by the Chevy.
No, you picked a perfect spot.
You could have picked one yourself.
Well, I thought you wanted to choose.
How did you know that?
You usually do.
I let you pick the sandwiches.
Yeah, well, you said you only had Swiss cheese, so I said sure.
You don't like Swiss cheese?
I like cheddar too, but like I said, it's not about the food.
But you still could have told me.
Denny, are you wearing eyeliner?
No, maybe just a smudge of dirt.
On you? I don't think so.
Oh, I know what it is. I was with Miri and she let me use her makeup.
You were with Miri?
Yeah, guess I forgot to wash it off too. But she wanted me to try a dress she bought and it didn't quite fit her, and I guess she was thinking you might like it on me. So
You discussed what I would like or not like? I thought the two of you hardly talked.
we don't. I just needed to drop something off for her mom.
But didn't she send her mom on vacation to Louisiana?
Yes, but that's where she got a strange rash hiking on like a mountain, and
Funny, Miri never mentioned it.
it was a really horrible purple color, but I gave her some salve and it cleared it right up.
Oh, nice of you to be so caring, especially after all the things her family did to your family.
Well, you know, we are a new generation.
Yeah, like Star Trek.
Yeah, imagine Captain Kirk and Captain Picard getting along on the same voyage.
Yeah, sort of like seeing you and Miri in the same room.
Oh, that would be you breaking the rules. Remember? Not supposed to be by physical comparison.
No, of course not. The physical is highly overrated. After 40 years of marriage, what couple even wants to see each other naked?
You've never seen me naked, and the way you're talking now, you never will.
Sorry. I mean, really sorry.
Well, I'm not so sure you are. Maybe you prefer to be more exciting and inspiring, like Miri. But I can only be myself.
That's all any of us can be, isn't it? Denny?
Scene 19. David calls Miri, but Denny accidentally answers as herself and must cover.
David? Did you forget when we're meeting again? I told you to put the schedule in your phone.
No, I thought I was calling Miri?
Oh, yeah. Hiya.
Miri, look, I tried a bunch of times to call, but I kept getting your voicemail. You weren't with Denny again, were you?
No, don't be silly. I had an important meeting and I guess I turned my phone on silent.
Oh, seems on now. But I am glad your mom got out of the hospital.
Mom?
Getting a rash like that? I mean, must have been kind of scary.
Oh, yes, it was. But why are you so bloody concerned about my mother all of a sudden?
I'm not. Funny, for a moment there, you sounded just like Denise.
Yeah, well, we are.
Cousins. Uh-huh. But you said not close at all. What's going on?
That's what I was going to ask you. Denny warned me that you could be oversensitive.
Oh, did she? Why would you even be talking about me? And that's another thing. She said your mom was in Lookout Mountain in Louisiana, but isn't that in Tennessee?
Oh, she just must have made a mistake. That's all.
Why are you covering for? Oh my God. No.
What?
No, you visit her and her mom. You shop for dresses together and compare notes about me. Cover for her when she tells me lies. Your mom wasn't sick at all, was she? Could it be that you and Denny are more to each other than I originally thought? Like what do they call it? Like kissing cousins? Nah. I mean, you're technically only second cousin, so it's not illegal, but ugh.
David, you're not making any sense.
Unless, even more ridiculously, you're actually just the same person, which...
That is ridiculous. But listen to me. I am not dating Denise.
Honest.
I swear to you. Cross my heart. Simply not possible.
Well, I suppose not. I guess I just must really care about you, or... yeah, never mind then. Don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Scene 20, back at Avery and Denny's apartment where Denny is changing into a Miri outfit.
So, he thought you and Miri were an item? Really?
Well, I am a pretty hot babe.
Yes, in love with yourself, apparently.
And yet not as much as I should be, maybe.
Or not for all the right reasons, anyway. Remember when we went out and you made it clear that you were bi, and I said, yeah, well, so am I, and we both laughed and felt so comfortable together. Why can't we just build on that honesty?
Do you think I haven't been honest with you since?
No, I'm saying you haven't been honest with yourself. And all this time, I've just been wondering if it was my fault.
No, that's silly.
You are so accepting of yourself on one level, but on others,
I've always been insecure.
I didn't mean to imply in terms of your sexuality or your gender.
No, you didn't. And I'm not. Only
what? You impacted dating men because of me?
no.
Is that that much of a turnoff?
No. Maybe it's just because girls can discern other people's insecurities much faster than guys do, and I thought I could be happier with a guy. But easier to hide things.
You know that's silly too, right? There are sensitive guys out there somewhere.
Somewhere. Yeah.
You found one and you still aren't even sure that he's the one. I need to know something. Why didn't it work between us? Because I wouldn't say I love you?
No. Because I wouldn't let you say it.
So whose fault is that? You for being controlling or me for giving in?
I don't know. Maybe both of us.
And how come when you're Miri, it's easier for you to express what you feel to David?
Maybe Miri likes David in a way that Denny never can.
Was that the same with us then? That you didn't like me in the way that I wanted you to?
Again, maybe.
And that would explain why you insisted on me helping you with this crazy endeavor.
I needed someone who could be objective because they didn't have anything at stake.
And you really believe I don't?
Well,
Because I'm cold and analytical and have no real feelings of my own?
no. More like someone who overreacts and lives vicariously off the feelings of others. But if you can be more rational for this, I'd really appreciate it. And love you for it, too.
Sure. Okay. I see that now. No problem.
Scene 21, and yet again David seeks solace in Avery's bar.
Bad day?
You said it.
Not sure you should drink both of those.
No, that's okay. I just want to look at them. See, these two, this one is my girlfriend, and this one is also my girlfriend. Now, which one should I choose?
Seems like you're nearly drunk with love.
Yeah, but I am going to do an experiment. Now, is this cup half empty or half full?
Seems about right to me.
Well, you want it?
Told you it might be too much for you to handle.
Help yourself then. But I'd be careful, maybe too much for anybody.
Yeah, well, you might be right after all.
I guess I better just pick one.
Good luck to you then.
Yes. Yes, good luck to you too.
Scene 22, Miri and David meet at a bench in the park.
Miri, I need to tell you something.
What? Oh, you're not about to break up with Mary?
No, why? You don't want me to, do you?
No, not at all. I just.
He kisses her.
Oh,
He kisses her again.
oh, oh,
What?
we're breaking the rules.
And you are upset about that?
No, but I should be.
I know. I am going to have to tell Denny.
That you kissed me?
No, that she and I shouldn't see each other anymore.
Why? Because of me?
No, because of me. Because I want to spend every moment I can with you.
But it wasn't supposed to work like this.
You don't want me to tell her then?
Somehow, I think she already knows.
No, I'm not so sure. Denny wanted to analyze all the data first, but I'm falling in love with you, Miri, and if you feel the same about me.
I just don't think I can do this. To her.
It's not our fault it goes against the bell curve. Your unselfishness only makes me love you all the more.
No, does it? How are we going to fix this then?
Maybe we should think about it and meet again tomorrow. Come up with a plan.
Yes, best not to act too
He kisses her again.
impulsively. Oh, David, now go until we get this all sorted out.
Scene 23. Once again, back to Denny and Avery's apartment.
I can't tell whether you're ready to cry or celebrate some supreme happiness.
He broke the rules.
Yeah, by kissing you.
No, by kissing Miri, and I think maybe I'm done with her.
Oh, thank God. So you'll tell David the truth then?
Well, not necessarily. I just won't bring her back again.
Ah, you make it sound like she was dead and you resurrected her.
Probably better if she'd never been born. It's time she disappeared.
You can't do that to David.
This was all a big mistake.
You can't do it to Mary.
I am Miri, aren't I?
Mary would never do this to you.
Yes, and that is exactly why I have to, so she doesn't take over my life.
But she never would. She's too kind.
And I'm not. Sounds like you're falling in love with her yourself. Anyway, it's kinder to make the break now. Otherwise, I'm leading David on to think that he has something that can never be. She was fun while she lasted, but it's either her or me.
Yeah, for the first time, you almost make sense. But if you're going to put a hit on your alter ego, don't expect me to be an accessory to murder.
Don't worry. This is something I need to do myself.
Good. I'm more glad about that than you might think. And even though this whole thing didn't work out the way you planned, I admire you for trying.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Do you even realize how far you've stretched?
Yeah, almost like I've given birth to another me. I'll have scars on my soul forever.
But you don't have to be two different people. Time to put yourself back together.
Good idea, but how?
By trusting yourself a little more. Okay, a lot more. You are both Denny and Miri. Put together, I suppose you become many. But isn't it true of all of us that we shouldn't be afraid to be wholly, completely ourselves? And if some days you feel like being Denny and others like Miri, then just go with the flow, you know?
Thanks. Maybe you're right. You are a good friend.
Scene 24. David and Denny meet at the park.
Denny, I'm supposed to be meeting with Miri. Did I get the schedule wrong?
No, David, you didn't. The thing is, well, Miri, she had to move on.
What do you mean she had to move on? There must be some mistake.
Nope, no mistake.
Is she all right?
She's fine.
But then why isn't she here? Did you have a fight with her or something?
She was embarrassed, okay, and for giving you a false impression of who she really is. She was sure you would hate her for it.
No, but I'm going to hate you if you don't tell me the truth. This is about you, isn't it? You don't want me to date with Miri anymore.
No, I am saying that Miri is no longer available for you to date. I'm sorry, but she doesn't love you, David.
Uh-huh. I just don't believe you. I need to hear it from her.
It's too late. She's gone. Her company posted her to another office.
Well, where then? Tell me.
She made me promise not to.
I'll find her anyway. Just tell me.
You would really go halfway across the world, even if she doesn't want to see you?
She may not care about me, and it seems she doesn't care about herself, but you sure better hope she cares about you, or I am done with you too.
No, David, please. I think you're gonna need me even more now.
Oh, so that's why you sent her away? Because you thought that would make me want you more? I won't talk to you ever again if you don't help me with this.
I can't, David. I can't.
Why not?
Because look at me. Really look. I am Miri.
No, you are nothing like Miri.
Aren't I? Not even a little?
No, she is so patient and gentle. She loves all kinds of food, and she's a wonderful dancer. She likes quiet places, and she's so sensitive and thoughtful.
I was only pretending to be someone else.
Okay. Call Miri. Oh, you even took her phone too? Come on. How low can you get?
What do I have to do to...
Stop. Denny? Miri, who the hell are you?
Only me, that's all. Only me.
Stay away from me. I just stay away. Oh God, it was almost sweet, you know? Your need to be sure that I was the one who was right for you, and I was willing to do almost anything to help you figure it out. You even had me feeling guilty because I was falling in love with two people. And now I realize, well, now I know, I shouldn't have been falling in love with either one of you.
Why? Because Miri wasn't real?
No, because you aren't any more real than she is.
Then it's worse than I thought. Is there really nothing left of me at all?
Maybe. I wouldn't know. I just think you don't feel anything for anyone. But at least I found out before it was too late.
Yes. All the king's men. Always too late.
Frankie, what are you doing here?
Frankie? This is Avery. She's my roommate.
Oh, so you were in on this too, together. You're all a part of this to set me up.
No, David, no.
I don't know who anyone is anymore. Not even me.
Scene 25. Avery takes David to the bar after the park meeting.
So, Frankie, Avery, how stupid do you think I really am?
Give me a chance to know you better, and I'll be happy to get back to you on that.
Come on. How long have you known who I am?
The first time you came into the bar, I saw your name on your credit card.
Ah, very clever. And I suppose I should have known you knew Miri when you started talking about Indian food. God, I still talk about her like she's a real person.
Isn't she? But at least the girl of your dreams. You made her into what you imagined and wanted her to be.
I don't think that's fair at all.
No, I'm only saying that it's what we do when we fall in love. We invest our hopes and dreams into that other person, creating them into our own image.
So you are saying it's my fault. I created an imaginary person to fall in love with?
Not exactly, no. Denise did that. But I think when we fall in love, we have to believe in the other person. And then over time, sure, we see the imperfections. We all have them. But then we are in a more mature love, which requires tolerance and acceptance.
Or just plain deep resignation fueled by profound despair? How can I ever date anyone now without doubting what I have to offer, without doubting what they have to offer?
You'll date again. Just give it some time.
But I suppose I did learn that people are more complicated than they seem, that there may always be more facets in me too.
Yeah, I imagine there could be. We're all a bundle of possibilities. But I think you should still talk to Denny about it. I think it'll make you feel better.
How would I know if anything she tells me is the truth?
That I can't answer for you. But you believe me now, don't you?
For some reason, I do. But if I find out you were lying to me, Frankie,
What will you do? Turn yourself into two guys? One big buff Hulk named Irving who's going to beat me up?
yeah, well, okay, that might not be so practical, but I'll think of something. So don't leave town until this is cleared up.
Sure thing, Sheriff. I'll stay right here.
Scene 26. David and Denny meet back at the cafe where they first met.
I really need to know, Denny. Why? Why did you do it?
I was afraid.
That you might actually fall in love with me?
No, I suppose actually that you might fall in love with me.
And would that have been so bad?
Yes, because I didn't think I was good enough for you or anyone else, and sooner or later you would realize it and I would lose you anyway. It seems to be a pattern in my life.
So you invented someone else for me to date because you hate yourself?
Not hate exactly, just didn't think much of myself.
And becoming two people, did that make you any happier with who you are?
Not really, no. Right now, a lot worse.
But what were you going to do if I liked your second self better?
I hadn't really considered the possibility. The other night, I wanted to just keep kissing you and kissing you, but I knew it wasn't me you wanted, it was Miri, and I couldn't do it. Cheat on Miri with myself. Can you at least give me some credit for that?
Well, I guess I can. I've never thanked a girl for not sleeping with me, but
I did enjoy being with you.
Miri and I were happy together.
Yes, because for some reason I was letting her be.
But why couldn't you have done that with me in the first place?
That's a good question. Maybe because I'm not as brave as Georgia O'Keeffe? I had the hypothesis wrong, testing to see if you were right for me when deep down I really wanted to be sure I was right for you. But when you told Miri you loved her, you really meant it, didn't you?
I thought I sincerely did. I was smitten.
What do I do with Miri now?
I don't know. Hold awake. Go back to just being you. Yeah. I'm not really a dancer.
Better than you think. Miri may have learned, but me, I'm just the same old klutz.
Unfortunately, I can only see now as someone who pretends to be someone they are not. And I know that I deserve better.
Yes, you do.
I do hope that you find what you're looking for. Because I think it is maybe already there within you. But you told me I should learn to be more decisive. So I am choosing not to choose you. And for that, I can thank you. I am sorry, though.
I'm sorry too. About everything.
Well, don't be then, okay?
Okay.
I will miss our dates at the airport.
Scene 27 at Avery's bar 6 months later.
Avery, it's been a while.
Yeah, pal. Maybe 6 months.
I checked. They told me you weren't working tonight.
I'm not.
Then what are you doing here?
Waiting for a date to arrive.
Are you? That's funny. So am I.
Yeah, helping you with your Bumble profile made me think I should give it a try.
Really? Oh, why not?
But I bet you have half a dozen dates lined up by now.
Yes. Thanks to you, I do.
It's great then. What's this girl like you're meeting?
All I know is that she is not a scientist. How about your date?
Professional athlete.
No. Really?
Yeah, muscles up to here.
So nothing like me then.
Not in the slightest.
So, how is Denny doing?
Fine, I think. I haven't seen her in a few weeks. We're still friends, but I moved out.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, but not much point in waiting any longer for her to see me more clearly.
No, no, I suppose not.
And living together was only making it worse. So, but I wish her well.
Yeah, so do I.
And she has a new girlfriend.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, actually very nice. I think this time it could be right for her after all.
So, have you been dating a lot then?
A few times.
Me too. Nothing special has happened. It's not just that. I decided it was time to be more proactive, so I'm not actually using Bumble anymore.
Oh, good for you.
I think so too. Well, I don't suppose
Yeah.
that we should have one more drink, for old time's sake.
Maybe we should.
Then on second thought,
Yeah.
how about we go somewhere else for those drinks?
Together?
Uh-huh.
What about our dates?
Who knows? Maybe they'll like each other. I mean, stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I suppose they have.
Shall we go then?
Sure. I'd like that. Do you happen to like long road trips in Benny Goodman?
As a matter of fact, I do.
The end.